Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Silas. Today, this is maybe stream number 4. I don't know. I lost count. But yeah. If you're new to what I do with streaming is I'll be reacting to a bunch of songs off my request list. If people happen to pop into the live chat and request songs, I will react to those too. So I'll bounce between their request and my YouTube comment request is what I usually do. So I like to bounce between both. Anyway, that being said, what's going on, Hypnotic? How's it going? I'm glad you're back. I'm glad I'm back. I missed a week of kind of doing stuff because I was sick, so I'm glad to be back. I've got plenty of requests, so as usual I'll be bouncing between my Cube2 comment requests that I've already had in a list and whatever you or whoever else is in live chat will want me to react to. So yeah, I will start with the first song on my request list, and then I will do the Metalverse song that you requested just now. So anyway, the first song on my request list that I'm starting out the stream with is a song by Kingdom of Giants called The Edge of a Dream. It was released 2 weeks ago. I saw this pop up, and I've heard of this band. I don't think I've really checked them out, though. But I've seen other reactors react to it and really enjoy their music. So I figured I might as well give it a shot. So yeah, let me get this pulled up. This is Kingdom of Giants, The Edge of a Dream. Without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Interesting electronic edge already. Nice. I like that guitar tone. Ooh, nice halftime feel. Ooh. Wow. Oh, okay. I like the combination of both vocalists bouncing back and forth, kind of taking turns. He's got a nice voice. You don't see a lot of bands with 2 clean vocalists. I know the other one was screaming too, but both of them doing cleans, that's pretty cool. Nice solid scream too. Nice vocal layering. I love the keys going on in this song. Ooh. Yeah, dude, the space. Oh. Wow. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Almost kind of wish they extended that bridge a little bit. I would like to hear more of that. Yeah. Solid guitar part, solid synthesizer. All right. That was. Oh, stop. Oh, no. Every time, it's like I minimize it and it decides to play the next song. I don't know why. I have to figure out how to adjust my autoplay so it just doesn't do that. Anyway, that was Kingdom of Giants with the song The Edge of a Dream. Yeah, that was interesting. I don't think that's enough to completely pull me in, but it was still a good song. Yeah, I figured I could disable autoplay. I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, very solid stuff. Love the guitar tone, and the synthesizers were awesome. It seems like a lot of bands nowadays are bringing back more electronic stuff, or it's becoming more of a trend, which I really enjoy. I love electronic and metal, or just synth and keys with metal. It's so good. Love the two vocalists too. Screaming vocalist had very solid screams, and of course the singer sounded amazing. Something about the chorus that just didn't grab me as much as I wanted it to, but the bridge was awesome. I love just how they utilized that space, and with the soaring, clean vocals over basically a breakdown, which is really cool. And the lead in into the breakdown was really good too. So yeah, I think it's a solid song. I'm not fully convinced on this band yet, but I'm sure I'll hear some other songs from them in the future. Anyway, before I get into the next one, I'm going to see if I can disable autoplay because I hate it. So bear with me just 1 second. Settings. Playback. Okay, that doesn't help. Guess that's not what I needed. Notifications. That's not it either. I don't know what. Advanced settings. Nope. Okay. Delete channel. Just kidding. I'm gonna look at this up real quick. Disabling auto. YouTube. It's one of the first results. I did that. Playback and performance. Of the BNU player, click the blue autoplay switch returns gray. Okay, gotcha. Easy. Anyway, so yeah, I will look up real quick the next song, which is Metalverse. Crazy J live at Lucky Fest 26. Let's see. Yep, there it is. It looks like there's only one version of that, so I'm assuming this will be the good video. Oh, stop. Okay. Autoplay. Where is it? Nowhere. It lied to me. I don't care about subtitles. Playback speed, quality. Okay, I don't care anymore. It's fine. I'll just go without worrying about it for now. Anyway, I have this all set up now. This is going to be Metalverse with Crazy J live at Lucky Fest 26. Again, I've heard a couple songs from this band, or at least one. I heard one on one of my live streams, and then but they sounded familiar, so I might have heard more than one. I definitely haven't heard this one though, so that's cool. So without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Nice drum intro. Get the crowd pumped. The crowd pumped up. Interesting. Not the instrumental I was expecting, but I love the choreography with it so far. Nice guitar tone. Ooh. Love those backing vocals there. That's cool. Very punchy snare also. Nice. I love the jazzy feeling to this song. It's got that swing rhythm. Oh, I love this feeling though. Like the rhythm. Ooh, nice double kicks. Ooh. The falsetto was beautiful there. Again, loving the backing vocals from the other two. I love how it goes into that very upbeat swing intro into this very low-tuned, like, djenty guitar. It's pretty sick. Also noticed that she was playing a 5-string bass. Again, this just with the light playing on the cymbals, the hi-hat, with the keyboard sounds. Such a jazz feeling. Love the drumming in this too. Nice. That's such a it's just such a jazzy, like, even the toms here on the drums are just so jazzy feeling. I love it. Nice call and response here. Yeah, those drum fills, very nice. This is such a good chorus. Very infectious. Nice. It makes you want to dance. Nice. Okay. Sorry, that's... Oh. Sorry, this is Rashad EB. I really like his guitar playing. Anyway, that was Metalverse with the song Crazy J, the live performance at Lucky Fest 26. Very, very cool. Yeah, I loved how jazzy that was, just with the horns, the brass going on with the guitar. Very solid guitar tone. I loved how it was a clear, like, sharp, genty tone to it. I think that fit really well with the brass, honestly. Yeah, and I really loved those vocals. Just the vocal melodies the lead singer chose to use, and all the backing vocals to accompany it. Very solid. And then, yeah, just very catchy chorus. I just couldn't stop moving. Like, it was ingrained in me. I had to keep moving with that song. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, I can definitely see a lot of parallels drawn with Baby Metal, and I'm wondering if they work with the same people who, like, help them with choreography and stuff. Because some of that choreography did remind me of Baby Metal a little bit. But yeah, I'm loving the... and I'm also wondering if they're similar to Baby Metal in the way that it's just the 3 members with a band to back them up, or as the full band is counted as Metalverse. I could look it up right now. But yeah, very cool song. I really enjoyed that. I'm definitely excited to check more of that band out. Metalverse. They don't really have a good page. It's interesting. Sorry, I'm reading a little bit of this background. It's a guest band behind them. Okay, gotcha. So it's not like the Kami band, basically. But yeah, that's interesting. I definitely think that they do have whatever guest band's performing with them is very solid. Love the drums in that song too. The drums were very nice. Anyway, the next song on my list is a new Northlane song. Let me look that up real quick. Northlane, when it comes to Northlane, I've heard quite a few songs from them. I've heard a couple albums from them. Some of them were older, though. I haven't really listened to their new albums. I love what I've heard, though. You know, I haven't really delved into their new albums, but I really like a lot of their stuff. They had a new song called Cut It come out 10 days ago, and I haven't been able to react to it because I was sick. So this should be interesting. I don't know if this is a new album cycle or what, but regardless, I'm excited to check it out. So anyway, this is Northlane with the song Cut It. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. It's the official music video. Starts out with a live performance, so that's cool. They've dabbled with changing their sound over the years a little bit, so it's interesting to hear when they experiment and stuff. Added a lot more electronic elements in their later albums, like this. Ooh. Ooh. That's groovy. Yeah. Loving the ghost notes on the snare. Very solid production. Ooh. Little bit of trap. Oh. Ooh. Very much a descending, sliding riff. Oh! What is that chord progression? That's so interesting. Yeah, back into this riff. I'm loving how heavy this is so far, too. Ooh. Yeah, very solid keyboard and synth also. Oh. Oh, this guitar. That guitar tone. Some of the scrapes on the guitar, too. Just creating some interesting sounds coming out of that guitar. Even that vocal harmony was very unique sounding. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Liking the vocal production on his voice, too. Oh, wow. They, like, half the time super hard here. You can kind of feel the song. It feels very slow-tempoed and sludgy. Wow. Oh, that one felt shorter than it actually was. It was 3.5 minutes, but it felt a lot shorter. So, yeah, very, very cool song. I really enjoyed that. Let's see what this says. My connection is just being stupid. It is what it is. Yeah, that was really, really cool. I'm loving. First thing I want to say is, so a lot of bands these days are going with these production choices that some people just don't get into. A lot of people will say, oh, this sounds so overproduced. And that's fine. You know, some people like the more raw sound, which is fine. I happen to really enjoy when bands kind of do this because they can really make it sound, in my opinion, very pleasing to the ear. And that's what this sounded like to me. I really loved the production choices they chose. Not only does it just sound really well produced, but like some of the vocal effects and stuff they were doing with the guitar and the electronic stuff behind it. Really, really solid stuff. And I really love, and the guitar is another thing I want to talk about. I don't know how low that tuning is, but it sounded very low. But it's still very clear, because there are some bands who tune their guitars too low, and it sounds very muddy in the mix. You can't really hear the melody, and I don't think Northlane's really ever had that issue. Like, you can still very much hear those low pitches, and it just gives it this almost I don't know. Northlane's kind of developed their own sound with that. I think some bands like Thornhill kind of have a similar vibe to this, especially with some of those like shouting vocals, but that very sludgy guitar. It's kind of similar with Thornhill. Northlane's been doing it a lot too. I really enjoyed it though. But yeah, some of those shouting vocals, and then I think it was very natural, some of the ways he was going from that the singing chorus into the screams. It sounded like a very natural transition to me. So I think this is one of the best songs I've heard by them. Very, very nice. So yeah, that was very cool. Um, it looks like it's gonna be on a new album out October 30th called Anemia, Anamoya, Moya. A word I can't pronounce. It's a weird one. Anyway, it looks like next in the chat, Hypnotic requested me to react to Baby Metal Kimi to Anime ga Mitai. I probably butchered that one. But anyway, now I have reacted to or listened to just about every Baby Metal song. So if this is something that is not on one of their albums, it's a possibility I haven't heard it. But I have heard all their albums. I don't remember all the song titles, though, and then that one does not ring a bell to me. So if you have any background on what this song is, let me know, because I have heard all 5 of their albums, and that one does not ring a bell. But there are some songs I've only heard like once, so it's a possibility I just don't remember this one. Let's see. I'm sure it'll come up if I type in live. Live at the... Oh, this is old. 2014, yeah. I know this channel. I've reacted to some of their stuff before with the live stuff. What's going on, David? Nice to see you back. Why does that not... That's going to bother me. I'm sorry. It's got to be an old one, seeing as that's one of their first... one of their first live things on the internet. I'm not seeing it on their first 2 albums, though. All right, so this is possibly something I have not heard before, which is cool. I actually don't know what this is. But yeah, I've seen a couple of songs from this performance, so it's always cool to see their live performances. So this is Baby Metal with... Hold on, I don't even think I pulled it up. I didn't. I'm an idiot. This is Baby Metal with Kimi to Anime ga Mitai. Or, yeah, something like that. Without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Live at the Budokan Black Knight. Oh. Instantly with the driving guitar riff. Nice. Oh. Loving the backing vocals, as usual. Oh. Really love the guitar riff so far. Even the simple just zeros on the guitar right here. With those vocals, it sounds so unique. Sue sounds phenomenal as usual. I love that keyboard too. That's cool. Yeah. If this is the chorus, this is such a solid chorus. Because that guitar riff with the driving drums and the vocal melody is kind of going with the rhythm. That's so good. Nice transition guitar riffs too. Ooh. Like the passing around. Oh, nice. Love passing around the spoken word parts there. Nice. I love that interesting scraping lead guitar right there. Oh, there's something just so... It's the combination of the chord progression with those guitar riffs. Oh! Solid groove down here. They look so young in this. It's crazy. Ooh, interesting vocal melody line there. Nice guitar solo. As usual, too, the sound production sounds phenomenal on these live videos. Interesting choreography, too. Oh! Impressive belting from Sue. Ooh. Dude, that guitar and bass, that bass line right there. Nice. Wow, okay, that was really cool. Okay, it's a cover. Interesting. Yeah, that's really cool. I've never heard them do that before, so that was really interesting. Very, very cool to be able to hear more Baby Metal because I'll never get tired of listening to their music. Yeah, very, very solid stuff. It's always interesting seeing that performance, that live performance specifically, just because they were so young back then, and still, like, you can hear Sue's voice is still so, like, impressive. Even because I believe they were Yui Moa were like 14 in that, and Sue was 16, I think. So yeah. Yeah, very, very cool. It's interesting, just a lot of their older stuff too. Like they've obviously changed their sound over the years because they've had a band member change. Because now Momo Metal is in the band after Yui left. And they've definitely changed their sound over the years. But even if that was a cover, it sounded very much like stuff off their first two albums. So it had that original Baby Metal sound. So that's cool. Very solid guitar riffs throughout that. I'd love to hear the original just to kind of compare. I'll probably look that up at some point. Yeah. Really, really cool stuff. By Kiba of Akiba is the original artist. Interesting. And yeah, always love them juggling around the backing vocals like that. And yeah, there was something about that chorus. I don't know what it was. I love that chord progression with just that kind of guitar riff. It's just something addicting about it, honestly. And it was just so groovy. And yeah, again, just the live sound production was phenomenal on this performance specifically. A lot of their performances, very solid live production. So Kiba of Akina did a Doki Doki Morning cover. I might have to check that out too at some point. Very, very cool stuff. I'm always excited to hear new Baby Metal. I'm always going to want more like new stuff from them too, but obviously their last album didn't come out that long ago, so it might be a minute before they release new music. We'll see. Very, very nice stuff though. The next song I'm going to be reacting to is off my request list. It is a song by a band I've never heard of called Pure. Uh, Death of the Wolf. Okay. This song, again, also 10 days ago. There was a lot of stuff that came out 10 days ago that I just have not checked out because I was sick. And that's why a lot of the songs on my request list for today is new stuff. Because I saw a lot of stuff that would just intrigued me. And I also have quite a few songs also from my comments too. So it's not just new songs on my request list today. And obviously I'll be reacting to anything, most things, I shouldn't say anything. Most things you guys put in the live chat, I'll react to that stuff too. It just depends on what it is. Because while this might not seem very structured, I still kind of keep a sort of structure to the live stream just because I turn most of these into YouTube videos. And I want to make sure it's palatable. And also there's time constraint also with me doing the live stream. So anyway, this is a band I've never heard of. They're on UNFD, which is a solid record label. A lot of good bands on that record label. But I saw some reactors react to this, and the caption off their thumbnail was just like, it intrigued me because a lot of people seem to like it. So, yeah, I think it's pronounced Pure. I can't say for sure if that is how you pronounce the name of this band, but that is what I'm going with. So, without further ado, let's get into this in 3, 2, 1. Wait, hold on. I didn't set it up yet. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. What is that guitar? It's very Thal sounding. Is this just 2 members? Ooh. Ooh, love the lows. Okay, interesting. It's very proggy metalcore. Yeah. Oh, that guitar lead. Oh, that's so good. I think it's a very smart choice to use the low screams on that part, just because the way the guitar broke down there. Oh, loving the guitar lead. It's cool that the guitar is giving the backing vocals too. Is that a tempo change? And maybe a time change? I can't tell. Such a clear guitar tone when he hits those higher notes. Wow. Very ambient. Whoa. Such interesting guitar parts. Love those screams. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That was stop. Uh it's a really funny song that it just autoplayed too. Um anyway, that was Pure with the song Death of the Wolf. Yeah, go ahead 1-6, just put anything down in the chat and I will react to it. I'm just bouncing between my YouTube comments recommendations and whatever you guys want me to react to. So, that song, I don't know what to think of it, and that's kind of why I didn't say Honor Roll by Massacre. Yeah, sure, I'll do that next. I didn't know what to say during that, which, you know, some people might like when I don't talk during the song, but I like to give my thoughts, and I don't like to pause. Anyway, that song was a journey, and that's why it might take multiple listens to kind of digest. A lot of it has to do with how linear it felt. It didn't feel like there was much structure to the song, which is not always... I like when bands play around with structure, because I don't want the same thing I've heard a billion times, but there also comes to a point where it felt like... I don't know. It felt like there needed to be some structure there. Now, guitar parts, the guitar was phenomenal and the vocals were phenomenal. So both members really, really solid performance from that. And also a big thing with this song was the ambience. There was kind of this ambience that was going on throughout the whole song. And it just kind of dominated the whole feeling of the song. And that might be... that and them playing around with the time feels and how the guitar riffs didn't feel super linear might be why I didn't connect right away with the song, because it just felt like I didn't know what was going on. And, you know, a lot of times that happens with prog music. This was very much progressive metalcore. It was really cool. I'll give it that. Very solid production. Love the guitar leads, dude. That one fast guitar lead, oh man, that sounded so cool. But yeah, I'm kind of baffled because it was very much different from a lot of songs I'm used to. I think I saw somewhere that this is a collaboration of band members that used to be in Invent Animate and maybe one that is in an Invent Animate. And that's why it reminds me of Invent Animate very much so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. But yeah, that's an interesting song. I'll probably have to give that a few more listens to kind of digest exactly what I just heard. Anyway, let me look something up real quick. video. Okay. I see you, Hypnotic, put down the not so extensive guide to Babymetal 2026. If I do check that out on the channel, it won't be during a live stream because of the length of the video. So, that would be a standalone video, not on a live stream. So the next song I will be checking out is On a Roll by Massacre. I cannot say I'm familiar with the name, which is always exciting. Love checking out new music. On a Roll Massacre. Yeah, I've never heard of this artist. Oh, wow, this is very new. Also, it says 22 BBAB as well. Is that also a Babymetal song? I will check that out next, if that is the case. I'll do this song by Massacre, another song off my request list, and then that Babymetal song. Because that does not sound familiar from them either, so that's interesting. Yeah, this song says it's from 22 hours ago, so it is very new. From an artist I have never heard of. So, okay, sorry. It decided to autoplay while I was hovering over the thumbnail. So I put it back at 0. Sorry about that, guys. That is also something I can turn off, and I just haven't yet. So yeah. This is Massacre with Honor Roll featuring GraphGad. Or Craftgad, sorry. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1.
Alright. We them boys, Bentley and Lambo, me need them dies. Give the family millions and bring them joy. Alright, think them fly from a pussy, the ceiling, get the machine them buy. Alright, travel in them sky. When I can, my wrist dazzling them die. Alright,
interesting beat so far.
Me girl them fit model in them fly. When you come to girl thing, you know I straight on a roll. I thought girl a foot and never touch.
I like his flow so far.
Alright, how will the duffel bag and hold? I name Pantay killer so we brag and road. Alright, me fully clip and know my bad road. I carry tell me say she never love another soul. I say me cocky strong and blacker than a pan of coal. Alright, she's skin it out and that a goal. Couple the west that a fold, she know what business.
Very, ooh, I like some of these effects they're throwing in on this beat too.
Alright. We them boys, Bentley and Lambo, me need them dies. Give the family millions and bring them.
I'm wondering where he's from. He's got a very distinct accent. It sounds familiar.
Alright, travel in them sky. When I can, my wrist dazzling them eye. Alright, me stuck in them high. Me girl them fit for model in them fly.
So we change time zone, funny piece of plane. Louis V, Puffy, don't feel a
Now, is this the feature?
Make a feel it go love, here a piece of change. Bench up, pick bang and piece of page. A two side, funny tall when he beats a skate.
I'm loving the enunciation on both of their voices. The way they're kind of using these syncopated rhythms with the way they're rap singing. Ooh, yeah, that syncopated rhythm is so good.
Alright. We them boys, Bentley and Lambo, me need them.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming that was the feature.
Alright.
I love how mystical it sounds too. I think a lot of it has to do with the choice of keyboards they're using, or keyboard voices they're using with the beat. Interesting. Ooh, love that switch up to the octave right there.
Nice. We them boys, Bentley and Lambo, me need them dies. Give the family millions and bring them joy. Alright, think them fly from a pussy, the ceiling, get the machine them buy. Alright, travel in them sky.
I kind of like how he's harking back to that lyric right there. It creates this ongoing theme throughout the song. Interesting. Okay, that was On a Roll by Massacre featuring GraphGad. Um, sounds like regular Jamaican. Yeah, I could see that. That's kind of what it reminded me of. I just could not tell exactly. Interesting. Okay, so I want to preface this with this may be the first hip hop / rap song. Sounds like a sample of a harp. It kind of does, yeah. This may be the first hip hop rap song I have featured on this channel because that's not something I usually listen to. So I apologize if I can't give a good analysis of this type of music. I just don't listen to it very often. Caribbean music. Okay, interesting. Called dance hall. Very interesting, yeah. I've never really listened to music like this, so I don't really know a lot about it. So I can't really give you guys a good analysis of it, but I can give a few thoughts on it. I do like the whole mystical feel of like the chord progressions and the choices they use with samples, with some of the instrument voices they used. And then yeah, I mentioned I didn't get a lot of the lyrics because it sounded like most of the song was in a different language, which is fine. I'm sure you heard him before. That is a possibility. But I do love the way they use that syncopated rhythm with White It Went Worldwide. Yeah, it's a possibility. I have heard that. I love the way they did that syncopated rhythm. It was just very, very pleasing to the ear to hear that, because there's a lot of artists out there that, I shouldn't say a lot, but there are some rap artists out there that do very much kind of muddy up the rhythm of their vocals, where it's not very syncopated with the beat. So there's actually a couple rap artists out there that just don't rap on beat, which that bothers me. Blueface is a good example. I really just can't stand listening to Blueface because of the offbeat rapping. This is what I like when I hear rap, is when they are very syncopated with the beat, so it has that very much feels ingrained into the music behind the vocals. So very, very solid. And from what I've heard of anything like Caribbean or Jamaican, they're very good at that. So yeah, I think that was very, very solid. I think the feature was cool. They definitely had very different tones to their voices. And I really liked that one part where he flipped the octave on his voice. So yeah, very cool song. Again, something I don't usually listen to, so it's interesting hearing kind of diving into different genres. For anybody watching, most of the music I listen to is metal or rock adjacent. So listen to a song called Carbon. I might add that to the list. So yeah, most of the songs I listen to are metal or rock adjacent, so that is what you'll see mostly on the channel. I will always give everybody a fair shake to request songs, and I will listen to them. But there will be times where if I don't vibe with an artist I'm listening to, I might not I might not listen to a lot more of their music on the channel, just because I like to also give my analysis on songs I'm, very familiar with the sound, or songs I'm looking forward to listening to. So yeah, if I listen to a song on the channel and a lot of people want me to react to more of their music, but I really don't like it, you may not see me react to it, just because I'm doing this channel for fun. I'm not here to get out there in the algorithm and make a ton of money or anything. I have a full-time job, so while I do like listening to a lot of people's requests, I will also kind of prioritize what I want to listen to sometimes. So yeah, sorry, I've rambled on long enough. I want to get to the next song. The next song I'm going to react to is off of my request list from my YouTube comments. I don't know what the song's called, though. I just saw that they came out with a new song. Okay, it's called Dark Heaven. This is a new song from the band President. Now, I have very mixed feelings on this band. Reason being is the first songs I've heard from President. Oop, I didn't realize I still had that up. The first songs I've heard from President, I just did not vibe with very well. I did not like the effects they put on the vocals. And, yeah, it just didn't click with me. The last song I heard from them, which I think was Doom Loop, while I didn't absolutely love the song, I think it was, I think I liked it a lot better than some of their old stuff. So, yeah, President was very much, I have mixed feelings about. But I did like the last song, so I want to see kind of what direction they're heading in. So I figured I'd check their new song out. So this is President with Dark Heaven. All right, without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Song is 4 minutes, 13 seconds, slightly longer than some of the stuff I've reacted to today. They became the first people to hear Dark Heaven. Interesting. Those look like the exact headphones I have on right now. Interesting. Who knows? They may be. Ooh. Okay. Was not expecting that intro. It was very abrupt.
I could call it scripture. I could let silence linger. I could lose faith in you. Just let the sinners pull the trigger. Where the blood and carrots. Judge by power to merits.
Okay. I like that vocal melody.
Spilling guts for terrorists. Gather round, children, sing hallelujah.
Okay. Love the mixture of sounds here. Interesting electronic mixture here.
I used to stare at the cross and cry, I forgot. But I'm not the person I was, dying inside. I wish I could drift away. I'm so tired of hiding. I'm in dark, dark heaven. Dark, dark heaven.
Oh, this part's cool. Very cool. Oh, that was really cool.
I can point the finger. You just press the gun and taste the under pull the trigger. Where the grief and cares.
I'm loving the drum part here too. Not just the way it's produced, it sounds great, but just some of those unique fills. Yeah, love that synthesizer they're using. I don't know how I feel about this chorus yet. Masker's creepy as usual. Yeah, okay. I was hoping it would go somewhere else. This is interesting. love this part. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm loving the electronics in this. That was Dark Heaven by President. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the gimmick either, but I will preface this with the because you mentioned President's gimmick. When President first came out, it felt very much like they were riding the coattails of Sleep Token. Not only just the whole hidden face mask gimmick, but also the sounded kind of similar. So it was too many coincidences to kind of ignore, basically. So that kind of turned me off at the beginning also. But another thing that I just cannot get fully behind is the vocals. And it wasn't the verses, it was the chorus. There's nothing inherently bad about the chorus. I just don't think I like this vocalist's voice. And that just is a personal opinion, I guess. That's just my personal taste, I guess. I just don't really like his voice. There's just something about it. I liked him better in the verses, but when he starts going for those higher notes, there's just something that's just not as pleasing to the ear. And that's why I just can't get fully behind this band. Well, one of the reasons. I do love the use of electronics and keyboards in this band. This song just had a lot of solid keyboard parts and synthesizer parts. I really love it. The mixture of that with the chugging of the guitars, I think, was very solid. Now, I'm going to make a comparison, and don't think this is a bad thing, because I know how a lot of people, including myself, feel about the new, I say Avenged Sevenfold, but that's really under their side project Statica. The song Statica, that's what the intro riff with the electronics reminding me of. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it was a very solid, that was probably one of the best parts of the song, was that intro riff, the chugging with the kind of almost high-pitched, I don't know how to explain it, because this is why it reminds me of Statica, is because it's like when guitars do the panic chords. They do the chug, chug, chug panic chord, which is that high-pitched, almost dissonant-sounding chord. But this song and Statica kind of both did it with the chug, chug, chug panic chord, not on the guitar, but on the keyboards. And I think it is very cool. I think that sounds really, really cool. So that is one of my favorite parts about this song, was that panic chord on the keyboards as opposed to on a guitar. And then again, I do feel like there was something missing from the song. Not only do I just not really vibe with his voice in the chorus, I just think the chorus was kind of lacking. And then the bridge could have been longer, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. There's just little things about the song that I just didn't vibe with. I like a lot of it. So, of course, if I heard this, come up on, and say I was playing a random shuffle on someone's playlist, I would listen to it. I would vibe with it. It's not a bad song by any means, but it's not something I'm going to go out of my way to listen to on my own time, because it's just not, there's something missing for me. And then, again, like I said, I don't really vibe with the President's vocalist, like just the vocals in general. But anyway, yeah, wasn't a terrible song. Was it truly amazing either? So, it was okay. Anyway, that was President with Dark Heaven. Sorry, next song on this request list. B-Bab from... Sorry, I'm looking through the comments real quick. Bebop from Baby Metal. Yeah. Let's type that in. Now, before I react to this, I have Baby Metal pulled up right now just because I was looking them up earlier. This also, the verse video says, yeah, the title, first of all, it doesn't just say Bebop, it has the arrows too, so I don't know how you would say that because it's just a up arrow, down arrows, left, right, up, down, left, right, Bebop. Weird title. Also, the description I'm getting from this is Metal Galaxy is the album, but it says Sun Edition, Japan exclusive. Because when I look up Metal Galaxy, it is not on that album. So is this actually just a Japan exclusive? Like it was like a special version or something? Because that is what I'm looking at now. Also, yeah, I'm confused. If you guys have any more, I don't want to react to the wrong version of this either. So, let me know what this is. Japan exclusive. Okay, I'm gonna assume it autoplayed the first 19 seconds. So hold on, let me bring this back to 0. Sorry, guys. Stop. Okay, yeah, it's a Japan exclusive. It says off of Metal Galaxy. I love Metal Galaxy. Probably one of my favorite albums by them. So this is going to be exciting. So yeah, I have never heard of this. I clicked the first result, so I hope that's good. It is not on Baby Metal's channel. It is from a channel that said AM PM. Hopefully that's a good source. It's got like 400,000 some views, so I'm assuming that is a solid source. So yeah, let's check this out. Sorry, I'm just chatting so long. I don't know how to pronounce this. Stop playing. My YouTube's being dumb. I'm going to assume it is up, down, left, right, Bebop. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. So let's pull this up. Without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Love the vocal harmonies here. The effects on it are really nice. Love the electronic drum bass feeling I'm getting from the instrumental so far. Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh, I love those guitars. Oh, yeah, with the synth effects. Nice flourishes here and there. Those are cool. Interesting effects. Almost makes it sound very vocoder. Not vocoder, sorry. Vocaloid. It makes it sound very Vocaloid, and I wonder if they did that on purpose. Yeah. Love the little transition there. I love the little guitar slide there. That was cool. Is that a wood block I'm hearing? Ooh. Solid snare sound. Loving the drum production. Interesting. Very driving feeling, almost like a build up here. Yeah. This is double time compared to the last time. Yeah, and then it switches back into this halftime feel. Interesting. They changed it up a little bit. That block sounds very much like a ticking of the clock. But like obviously different rhythm than just a second hand. But interesting. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I've definitely never heard that before. F down light. Sorry, I cannot speak. Up, down, left, right, BBAB. Assuming that's a reference to a video game, like video game cheat codes almost. I can't imagine anything else it would be. So, yeah, that was Up, Down, Left, Right, BBAB by Baby Metal, a Japan exclusive from Metal Galaxy. Interesting. That was awesome. I really love the vibe of that. The whole, I don't know what to call this kind of genre because Polyphia has a very similar vibe to their instrumentals. Well, I guess their music because they are instrumental. But it's just that very uplifting it's uplifting metal with very much a bright sounding guitar, and in this case, a synthesizer, with just these little added flourishes here and there, and using these pauses here and there. It just creates a certain type of sound, and I really don't know how to describe it, like genre-wise. It just sounds kind of contemporary R&B. Yeah, I can't really say I've listened to a lot of that, so maybe that's why I can't pinpoint it. But yeah, it's I love that sound with metal. And they execute it so well. I'm wondering why this is a Japan exclusive and not actually on the album, because it's a very solid song. A lot of the vocal effects, I think, it kind of resembled a Vocaloid, and I wonder if they did that on purpose. Because that was my first thought when all the vocal layering came in, stacked on Sue's voice. And it wasn't throughout the whole song. There were still parts where it was just like isolated. Her voice was isolated like normal. Very cool though. And yeah, again, I really love the production on Metal Galaxy, and this just kind of matched that production along with BMC too, because I know that wasn't on the album either. I love that was like some of my favorite production that Baby Metal's put out. Love just the tone of the guitars and the drums and their usage of synths and keys. Some of my favorite stuff from them. So yeah, this kind of went right in line with that stuff. It hit all the right spots. Very cool stuff. Always down to hear more Baby Metal, even if it's stuff like hidden gems like this, I guess. Very cool. I'm surprised nobody's requested this in the comments before. That next Baby Metal song I might save for a different live stream that you just requested, just because I think I'm going to limit myself to 2 songs per artist for a live stream. That way I'm not putting out so much of the same artist at once, reaction-wise. Because I do turn all of these into my YouTube videos for basically the next week. But yeah, I will definitely... Syncopation, live at Legend MM. I know I've heard the song. I just don't know if I've seen that performance of it. because I honestly don't remember all the different venues and I've seen with these videos. So I've heard quite a few. I've seen quite a few. Quite a few Baby Metal videos. So kind of all melts together which venues I've seen for each song, basically, because I know they've performed a lot since their conception. So anyway, I will add that just in case. Oh, that's a Japanese exclusive as well. Okay, maybe I haven't seen that because I just looked and I didn't see it anywhere on their album. So yeah, let me add that for next live stream, which will probably be in a week. All right, the next song I'm going to check out is Wagaki Band with Bogetsu Live 2017. So this is a band I've reacted to at least one song on the channel. It has been a long time. If it's the band I'm thinking of, I really enjoyed what I heard, so we'll see. But again, it has been quite a while. And this specific reaction, somebody requested specifically to have me react to the live version in 2017. I hope it is a solid video because why is it not showing up? 2017. Okay. I have seen a couple of live performances that were not good sound quality, so that's always a bummer when I come across that. When people give me the exact location and date of their live performance, it does help. This just says live 2017, so I'm going to choose the top one. There's a couple different ones from 2017. It looks like there's New Year Party, and then there's tour, just one that says Tour 2017, Hall Tour 2017. So there's a couple of different ones. I think it's the top one because some of these are different songs now that I look at them. Anyway, we're gonna choose the top one. My computer is being slow. Anyway, this is Wagaki Band with their song Bugetsu. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Hopefully it's good sound quality. Already intrigued with the percussion. Nice build up here. Oh, bass intro. Yes, okay. I do remember this band now. I remember why I like them, because all the instruments they use. Yeah. I love that bass guitar. Oh, it's so good. Very smooth voice. Love that just continuous bass line with little bits of the shamisen on top of it. Interesting switch up to this kind of drum beat on the drums. Yeah. Ooh. Like the wah sound that's given to that guitar pedal. And just the combination of some of these traditional instruments is so good combined with the metal sound. Or the rock sound, really. No, it is more metal. Ooh. Dude, the percussion, the combination of both percussionists too, very cool. It creates just such a different feel. Nice. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Dropping out all the instruments except for that one and her voice. Such a smart choice. Wow. Her ability to flip her voice like that is pretty impressive. Oh. Beautiful transition. Yeah, bringing it back at that, going back into this with that bass line. Okay, yeah, that was amazing. Wow. Okay, let's talk about that. That was Wagaki Band with the song Bugetsu. Yeah. I think that's such a smart combination of instruments. It creates such a unique sound, but they all meld together really well. I gotta look it up real quick. I'm sorry, but because I'm not very familiar with some of the instruments, I know I looked it up before, but it's been a long time. I've only heard the one song from them before, so I just don't really know those kind of instruments. So yeah, the koto, that is the string instrument that is laying horizontal that was being played in between the two drummers. I knew the shamisen. That is the one I recognize, the one instrument I recognize, and the other percussionist was playing the wadaiko was one of the drums he was playing. And then the shakuhachi was the woodwind-looking instrument, flute. Okay, yeah. Koto, zither, shamisen, and taiko drums. Okay, yeah. Very cool additions to what is normally just bass, guitar, and drums and vocals for a normal metal or rock band. Add those instruments in, and it creates such a unique sound. But I think they meld together really well because you have a lot of those parts flowing together between the guitar and the shamisen, and just having multiple percussionists also just changes the whole feeling of the song. Because there's only so much. While there is a lot of parts to a standard drum kit, like a standard metal or rock drum kit, there's only so much you can do with it. You can create so much more feeling and sound, not just because you have two people doing percussion, because that just adds more layers, because, you know, a drummer only has two hands, but also just you could create more sounds with different types of drums, and it just adds these different layers to it. And yeah, the way she was able, the vocalist was able to flip her voice like that in that one bridge part, beautiful. It sounded so good with the koto. And just dropping out all the instruments except for the koto and then just having the vocals created such a isolated sound, and I think that was beautiful. That was my favorite part of the song, honestly. Just I can't get over just how beautiful that sounded. But yeah, just the rest of the song also just, and then the bass line. I want to talk about the bass line. Oops, sorry, I moved my mic. Because the bass line, I know that this is going to be a stupid pun, but it created a bass line for the song. And I'm saying that as in B-A-S-E line. It created this bass to the song that it just kept returning to. And I think that was very, very clever. It made it sound very natural. A lot of songs have a bass, again, B-A-S-E, guitar riff. Like, they have a guitar riff that it keeps returning to. This had a bass line that I kept returning to, which I think kind of also created more of a uniqueness to this band, because usually it is the guitar at the forefront with a lot of metal and rock bands. So having it return to that bass line was very, very cool. And again, just solid, being able to hear the bass just that loud and prominent throughout the mix. I know I sound like a broken record. I will always point that out because it is one of my favorite things to hear is bass guitar. I love the sound of bass guitar. I just do. While I do love guitar and drums too, I will always kind of pick up on that too. When I'm able to hear that bass guitar just pierce through the mix, it's gold to my ears. It's beautiful. Anyway, very, very cool song. I love that. Next song I'm going to be reacting to is out of the live chat from Hypnotic. It is Resolve with the song Smile. I have heard a few songs from Resolve before. Not that one, though. So I'm excited to check it out. Again, I don't remember if I caught this last time I listened to Resolve, but they are on a Rising Empire, which is an awesome record label. They have quite a few bands that are very cool. So yeah, always cool. Let's check this out. This doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I've heard this song. Sorry, guys. It's being dumb. Anyway, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. It's kind of a creepy intro. I don't know where they are, but I want to be there. Nice. Oh, love those high notes he's hitting. They put that echo, that reverb on it. It makes it sound very anthemic. I think it has to do with this chord progression too, but this just has such an epic, open feeling to it. Love his vocals though. Also, gnarly bass tone. It's very gritty. I like that clean guitar tone too. I wish it was a tad bit louder, because I want more of that. I already want to start singing this chorus. It's such a good chorus. Nice. Ooh. Nice scraping a slide. Oh! Interesting time feel. That's such a solid groove. Like, oh, that guitar lead. Oh, that's so sick. Nice guitar or drum fills. Wow. That was cool. Kind of subverted my expectations when they were bringing all that ambience back and then just cut it out. Oh, yeah. Adding those double bass kicks in with the chuggy guitar changes the feeling immediately. Wow. I love how they pull back the vocals. They became part of the atmosphere. Wow. Okay. That was cool. That was Resolve with Smile. Yes, you can request here. I will react to most anything. I haven't had to cut a request short yet. Let's just say that. So yeah, that was so good. I want to talk about the ending first, just because I don't want to lose the thought. I love how they kind of, when you expect a band to, when it was bringing up the atmosphere again, everything cut out, and then the atmosphere, the synth, and those atmospheric pads just started to build up in volume again with the very reverberated vocals. I expected it to go into the chorus again, like a last chorus. And they didn't do that. And I love that they didn't do that, because they kind of created this very epic outro. With just the instruments coming in first without vocals, which I did not expect. And then the vocals come in as more of an atmospheric instrument as opposed to the forefront. And it just created this open, epic, atmospheric ending. And I loved that. That was so cool. And just some of the guitar licks and riffs in that bridge, very solid guitar tone, and just some of those leads just super cool sounding. And yeah, the way the drums changed the feeling too, especially the first groove change, that was super interesting. But yeah, just the way how the drums could just change that whole feeling. And of course the guitars and bass guitars kind of matched up with it. Yeah, I loved all the switch ups in that song. That was very cool. I think I gotta dive more into this band, because they surprised me. And again, I love the vocals of that band too. Love the vocals. He has such a good voice. This says it was from a year ago, taken from their Human album. Should I listen to this album, like on stream, or not on stream, but on, should I do an album reaction? I should ask, because that was, this is making me think I might want to dive into a full album of theirs. Really solid stuff. Really, really cool. Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. If you're new to this stream, I do take requests. What I do is I jump back and forth from my YouTube comment request to whatever you guys request in the chat. So this was a live chat request, so I'll probably request something off my list or I'll listen to something off my YouTube list, and then I will jump back to whatever you guys request. So I will say I do have I apologize if I don't get to everybody's requests. I will cut the stream off eventually. I'm not going to stream forever. There are English subs to my requests. That is fine. I will give you a disclaimer, though. When I listen to music, I always hear instruments, then I hear vocal melody, and then I might catch the lyrics last. I don't usually dive into the lyrics very much because that's not how I listen to music. But if there's subs, that's always welcome too. So yeah, just request whatever you want. The next song I'm going to be listening to is actually from the band Hanabi, called Toso, in parentheses, Runaway. Give me a second real quick. I have to look something up because that sounds very familiar. I want to make sure I didn't already request or listen to that on the channel, because I've listened to quite a lot of music. I can't spell my own YouTube name. Playlist. Sorry guys, bear with me. Where's Hanabi? I've listened to a couple of Hanabi songs on the channel, but I don't remember if that was one of them. It was. So scratch that. I will not be listening to that song. So yeah, I'm just going to jump back into a live chat reaction song, and then I'll jump back to that list. Anyway, the next song looks like is Alter by Ladrones. I don't think I've ever heard of that song. Which is the band name? Okay, Ladrones is the band name. Alter is the song. Looks like the description is in Spanish, so I'm assuming, yeah. And it says something about Mexican something, so I'm assuming this is a Mexican band. I can't say I'm familiar with a lot of Mexican music. I have heard some Mexican metal from... I know Pierce the Veil is from Mexico, at least the singer. Mexican metal band. Okay, cool. And I believe... what is that one band? Upon a Burning Body is also from Mexico. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're from Mexico too. So I've heard a couple Mexican metal bands. I turn these on just in case, but I usually don't listen to the lyrics. I dive into the instrumentals more and the vocals, like the sound of the vocals. But anyway, yeah, I've never heard this band before, so that's exciting. So this is Ladrones with the song Alter. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, interesting. Was that I couldn't tell if that was a mandolin or guitar. Oh. Oh. I'm loving the progressive sound already. Just the palm muted guitar and the bass sound. Beautiful. Oh. This is in 6/8, I think. I love the feeling of it. It's interesting seeing the upright bass, too. You don't see that a lot with bands. Oh! Oh, those kicks. Solid vocals here, too. Wow. Oh, such a sick guitar and bass tone, too. Oh, I'm loving the drums here. I cannot pinpoint a time signature here. I'm sorry. Ooh. There's definitely melody to his voice, but it's almost full-on rapping. Oh, that bass guitar is so good. Oh, let's change up and syncopated rhythms here. Yeah. Back to this pre-chorus. I love it. Yeah. Beautiful vocal harmonies too. Oh, the open space too. Such a epic sounding feel with those soaring vocals on top. Oh, yes, the slow down. Oh, nasty screams too, so good. Oh, that low tune guitar and bass sound is so gnarly. Oh, wow, the tapping sound on that upright bass is so cool. Wow. Oh, guitar harmonies. Ooh. Wow. Okay, that was Ladrones with the song Alter. It's all in 6/8. Interesting. So, before I lose the thought, because you said that, well, I find it interesting when bands do that, where the song can be in one time signature throughout the whole song, but it doesn't sound like it because of the phrasing. They switch up the phrasing of the just the instrumental, like the different instruments, so it makes it sound like it's in a different time feel. I feel like the breakdown was also in 6/8. Because it slowed down, it might have been like 3/4, but it's still in like 3-beat phrases. I think I'd have to go back and check just to make sure, but yeah, I find that interesting when they play around with phrasing but don't actually change the time signature. Okay, that thought off my head. I'm still kind of new to streaming, but I think I like to, at the end of the stream, kind of give you guys like, hey, this is my favorite thing I've heard today. Now, not every stream am I going to listen to, I'm not going to hear a song every stream that blows me away. This blew my mind. This is definitely my favorite song I've heard today. Wow, that was amazing. That is something I have to hear more of, whether it's on the channel or on my own time. I am flabbergasted by what I just heard. This is like exactly the kind of music I love to hear. Another, I guess this doesn't even really matter, but because I don't pick up on lyrics right away, and I just kind of tend to dive into instrumental and vocal melody first, and rhythm, language doesn't really bother me. Some people listen to music and then they're like, oh, well, if I can't understand what they're saying, I don't want to listen to it. Doesn't bother me at all, because half the time you listen to screaming music, even if it is in English, you can't understand what they're saying because of the way they enunciate their words. The more you listen to it, the more you kind of get what they're saying, though. But anyway, So yeah, I even though this, song being in Spanish, it's still the best thing I've heard today. I don't really have to understand what they're saying. Instrumentally, super, super impressive. I think the vocalist, there's so many things I want to talk about. I don't know how to dive into this because it was so good. Let's just start with vocals. Vocals, love the vocals. I think he has got a great singing voice, and I love when he went into that kind of rap singing in the second verse. Very, very impressive. And I think his voice just fits super well with the chorus, especially. Great chorus. And then just hearing the screams come in, too. I wasn't expecting them to come in, and when they did, I was like, yeah, solid screams. 3 syllables, ladrones. That makes sense. I didn't take Spanish in high school. I took French, so I don't really know exactly all of the pronunciations. Ladrones makes more sense. That sounds more Spanish, meaning thieves. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I apologize about butchering the pronunciation of that. I said it in the most white way I could. Ladrones. But anyway, I love, the vocals, very solid. Love the screams. How do I dive into that instrumental? Just from the bat, the combination of the bass guitar, the drums, and the electric guitar, and also the acoustic in the beginning and the upright bass. There's so much. Okay, the upright bass. You don't hear a lot of upright bass in metal bands. So that is very, very cool. And I loved what they were doing with the tapping on the neck of the upright bass. Or they could have been just tapping on the strings and muting it to create that sound too. I couldn't tell exactly. That's what it kind of looked like they were doing. Because the strings are so thick, it could create that tapping sound. And they could have just been completely muting the strings. So, very, very cool addition to what you don't usually hear in a metal band. So I really enjoyed that. And then, I love a good acoustic guitar. It definitely added to the Mexican kind of sound. It had that Mexican acoustic sound to it on top of just like the metalcore sound of the genre. And then, love those the bass and that guitar. The low tune was just so gnarly, and I think they just melded. They mixed together so well. Production was beautiful on this. Those drums were beautiful. A lot of cool drum. And I think the drums is what kind of created the interesting time feels for me, because as long as you kind of, and I'd have to listen to it again to see. But you can create these different kind of feels with the snare, the toms, and the bass drum. But as long as you kind of have that cymbal keeping rhythm, it's either cymbal keeping rhythm or your kick. And it still creates different time feels within the same time signature. And I think the drummer was very impressive the way they kind of executed that. So that was very cool. Solid drumming throughout the whole song. That was very cool. There's probably more I could talk about this song. I just ADHD, I'm not going to remember everything. So, very cool song. I want to hear more. That was awesome. What is your song? I don't think I caught it in the chat. Coffee, wine, music, dance. Just put it in the chat below, and I will type it in after my next YouTube comment song. And then I will get to Our Promise, Hijack, also Hypnotic. So yeah, just put that down below because I don't think I caught that. Very, very cool. The next song, let's move on to the next song. Also, if you guys are new here, I post all of these, not all, I post most of my live stream reactions to YouTube as their standalone videos. But I will also make just random standalone videos that are not part of a live stream too. So if you guys want to check out the YouTube channel, go ahead. I have hundreds of reactions already posted up there. I react to mostly metal and rock, but I will also do video game music. I will do, like earlier I did that hip-hop song. Or they said it was dance hall was actually the genre. So yeah, I'll react to all sorts of stuff. I just prefer metal and rock because that's kind of what I've been accustomed to listen to. But yeah, if you want to check out the songs on the channel too, and you can always put your requests in the comments below on those videos also. Anyway, the next song on my list is a song from YOASOBI called The Blessing. There is a bunch of different music videos. There's also a live version of this. I didn't get a specific on this. I don't. So I'm just going to do the official music video. Sorry, it's just going right into the song. All right, let me get this set up. This is YOASOBI with the song The Blessing, I believe. The title is in Japanese, so I'm hoping I'm clicking the right song. All right, without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, also, already loving the production on this. The sound production with the electronic sound is very, very, very nice. Oh, that sounds like plucked strings almost. I love that. Solid bass production. Oh, yeah, I love how the vocal melody is matching up with the piano part. Interesting key change, I believe. Love how dancey this feels. Yeah, I love that synthesizer effect right there at this part. Almost creates a dark sound to the song. Yeah, keep it going. Love that vocal line returning to that bass pitch too. That transition felt very natural when it turned and went into this part. Ooh. Oh, I love the choices in this song. This part very much just how upbeat and just driving motion, like dance feel it is. Sorry, I can't speak right now. It reminds me very much of an anime intro. Ooh. Interesting chord progressions on that piano. Yeah, back to this part. All right. That was Yasobi with the song The Blessing. So yeah, that was interesting. This, hold on, let me get this pulled down first. I don't know how to put it into words, but I think I loved the soundscape that they created, because there's just something about the production's big, obviously, the way they produced this, but also the choice of keyboard voices they used, along with how they balance out these sounds. And what I mean by that is some of it was brought to the forefront and some of it felt like it was pulled back to a more open sound and kind of surrounding instead of just like right in your ear. And I think the forward and back, the balance of these layers like that, just created such a good sound. It was so pleasing to the ear. There's no other way I can describe it besides it just sounded very pleasing to my ear. Just all these layers, and I'm sure there was some panning that had something to do with it too. The way the soundscape that was created was just like genius, in my opinion. And again, I love the electronic stuff too, just the synths they were using, especially in that darker sounding part. Most of the songs sounded very upbeat and happy, but then they always switched back to that dark sounding part. And I love the way it kind of extended it in that one section. So yeah, very, very cool. I don't know. I haven't really looked into this band that much. I don't know if the music video, definitely because of the animation, reminding me of an anime intro, because also that driving dance beat, uplifting chorus, also kind of reminded me of that. So I don't know if they've created music for anime intros before, or if this is just kind of meant to simulate that, or it just kind of fits in with the genre. Because, I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable enough on this genre to really know that for sure. But yeah, really enjoyed that. That was cool. The next song I'm going to do is, again, Coffee. Just put down your request in the chat below, and I will request it. Otherwise, I have no idea what you want me to listen to. Our Promise, Hijack, was the next one in the chat, from Hypnotic. Now, Our Promise, remind me, Hypnotic, because you would probably know, because you've been here for most of the live streams. Have I heard this band before? I honestly don't remember. Our Promise, yes, I have. I have heard this band before. Or is this? Hold on, I gotta look this up because I'm almost positive I have heard this. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Sorry, I listened to. No, I definitely have not. They're actually fairly new. I've listened to so much music that everything just kind of blends sometimes with how many bands I've listened to, because even off the channel, I search through my Apple Music just to find new music of bands I've never heard of. So there are so many different bands and songs I've heard. I can't keep track of what I've heard sometimes. So yeah. Cool. New music. This says it's from 2 years ago, so still fairly new in my opinion. So let me get this pulled up. And full screen. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Oh. I was gonna say I love that guitar lead, but also that bass that came in. Solid screams. There's like a constant ambient noise behind there. I'm trying to pinpoint what it is. Ooh. Beautiful cleans. Ah. Love the vocal melody choices there too. Nice. Love a good solid riff. Oh! Love how clear and crisp those drums sound here too. Nice. Love the switch up there too in vocal melodies. It doesn't repeat the melody like you would expect it to. It kind of changes the notes up a little bit. Yeah. Bring it. Got a nice build up. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. He's got really nice screams. It's nice hearing the low end and high end of his screams. Oh, see those highs. Love the highs. Awesome chorus too. I love this chorus. Especially that part when he sings "Hijack My Melody." There's just something addicting about it. Ooh. Nice clean sound there. There's not enough clean guitar in metal songs.
Take back what you gave to me. Imperfect castles of eternity. I can't ignore the reason.
He's got such a great singing voice. This is interesting. It's almost like a second bridge. Ooh. Nice. Nice open section here. Nice. Okay. That was really cool. That was Hijack. Sorry. Our Promise with the song Hijack. Very cool. Yeah. I think the first thing I'm going to say, just because I can't get out of my head, was that screaming vocalist. Before I say anything, I'm actually going to look it up because I don't think it's the same guy, but okay, probably not. It's a German metalcore band, looks like. The screaming vocalist, his screams sound so similar to David Escamilla, the old screaming vocalist for Crown the Empire. sorry, that's just a parallel I drew immediately when I heard him scream. Because I love David's screaming too, but I don't think that's him. Anyway, solid screams. Really love the clean vocalist's singing voice. He has such a great singing voice. And I love that chorus, just the vocal melodies he chose to sing. Because it's usually, a lot of times with choruses, they will sing a phrase, a line, a bar, whatever you want to call it, and then the next line will be different lyrics, but also but follow the same melody line. The chorus didn't do that. It kind of was almost linear with its melody, which was really cool and very unique. And then it had a lot of songs, metalcore songs out there will follow the structure of verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, and that would be it. This had like an outro section to it, so that was kind of surprising too. So I really enjoyed that too. I kind of wish they did something a little different with the bridge. That part was probably not as exciting as the rest of the song for me. But I really enjoyed a lot of that. Oh, and just the drum sounds. Drum sounded very, very crisp, especially in that verse when the instruments sounded more isolated because they were just more syncopated hits. Staccato hits. Sorry, syncopated is the wrong word. More staccato hits gave it more space. You could really hear the snare drum. And I think that sound really melded well with the screams on that second verse. Anyway, very nice, very nice. Good stuff. The next song, this is a band. Now, I don't know why I haven't reacted to them since. A long time ago, I reacted to a band called One OK Rock. Apparently, that band is huge over in Japan. The video I did got a lot of people requesting me to react to more of them. A lot of people seem to like that band a lot. And I remember enjoying it. I just haven't gotten back around to it on my list yet. So, I'm going to be reacting to a song from them. It's just been a long time, so I don't remember much. But the song is called The Beginning. Specifically the Eye of the Storm Japan tour version. I know somebody specifically requested the live version of that, so that's what I'll be reacting to. Live. Let's see if that one pulls up right. Yep. First video. I do remember when I reacted to the first song, it was also live, I think, and it was a very nice live sound. So that's exciting. Let me make sure. I didn't react to this one. I reacted to a song called Renegades. Okay. So yeah, I have not heard this one, and actually I think the first song I did was a music video. So this will be my first live one. I lied. There was another band I was thinking of. Again, I react to a lot of music I don't remember at all. It's live. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There are certain bands out there that just have a very, very great live sound. So I have prefaced this on the channel before. I am such a huge fan of studio quality. That's why I've strayed from live for so long, because I just love hearing what the album's sound is. But the more I've checked out bands like Baby Metal and The Warning, which sound great live too, the more I can appreciate some of these live performances, because as long as they have a solid live sound, I get really into it. Yeah, I did see that some of my requests for Yasobi are live, so I have more of them on my list. I'll definitely check out them live too. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of people enjoy the live sound of some of these bands, and for good reason, because some of them just sound awesome live. Every now and then I do get unlucky and click the wrong video and come across someone's bad recording of it. It happens. But usually YouTube is pretty good at steering me in the right direction with the best sounding one at the top, because that one usually gets the most views. This one has 21 million views, so it's the Eye of the Storm Japan tour version of the beginning from One OK Rock, so should be pretty good quality. So yeah, let me pull this up, and without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1.
Just give me a reason to keep
Oh. I do remember really liking this guy's voice. Nice. Very open and anthemic sounding so far. Solid guitar tones. I love his voice. Ooh, wow. Love his voice. Like, I can't fathom just how someone could sound that good just singing. It's just so awesome. Really, really nice drum sound too. Like, I love the how he's playing with the hi-hats here in the second verse. And just the how it started with that more clean sounding guitar riff before it went into this chuggy part. There's just something addicting about this chorus, too. Nice. I think he extended the chorus on the second time, too. Really solid guitar tone, too. Sometimes it's hard to execute this sound with one guitarist, but it sounds really solid. Nice drum fills. I'm also loving this energy. This song just has this energy that's just so driving, I guess, is the word. Uplifting and driving. Nice. Love the halftime feel here. Insane amount of vocal control. Okay. That was One OK Rock with the song The Beginning. Yeah. I think that was pretty solid sound. There's something addicting about that chorus, and I think the highlight for me for this song is his voice. Just because he's got insane vocal control. Just to be able to, it almost, I don't like throwing around the word perfect, like ever, but it sounded like he was singing like just perfect, and being able to control his voice like that is impressive. And just also singing that high pitch without having to break into falsetto at all, like. But it didn't sound strained either. It just sounded very natural, and that's impressive. I'm jealous of that because I can't sing. Like, I don't have a very good high range, so like that's awesome. And that's honestly the highlight of this for me. I love the also just great sound production. Of course, they sound great live. I think the guitar and the bass guitar meld together very well. Yeah, the guitar sounds really nice for just being just a 4-piece band, only one guitarist. Sometimes you get bands that only have one guitar, and because of that, they try to simulate the sound of a lead guitar and a rhythm guitar with certain chords they're playing, and it sounds very muddy. This guitar sounded very clear and concise, so that was cool. And then, yeah, the drums sounded amazing. Loved what the drummer was doing a lot with playing on the hi-hat, and just beautiful drum production. Yeah, that was a cool song. It had been a while since I had heard them, so I do remember him having a really nice voice, and yeah, I was not disappointed. The next song, I probably have time for a couple more, and good thing too, because I have a couple more on my list, and have another one in chat. So the next song is Woe Is Me, Here's to Me. I did a song from Woe Is Me recently, so their sound is pretty fresh in my mind. I have not heard this song for sure. It's from a year ago. Looks like it is subtitled A Story to Tell Part 2. So it looks like there's also an original song called A Story to Tell from 13 years ago. So that's interesting, since this was from a year ago. Interesting. Oh, stop. So yeah, I don't really know this song. And I don't know the part 1 either, so this will be interesting. But yeah, let's get into this without further ado. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. This is Woe Is Me, Here's to Me. Nice guitar riff. Love the screams. Screams are really nice. Ooh. Love that guitar's got a little bit brighter for this, the clean singing part. That guitar sounds so, like, the tone and guitar tone is beautiful. Nice. The halftime feel. Almost gives a heavier feeling too. More impact when there's screaming going on, for sure. Ooh. I feel like there's something missing in the mix. Nice. Solid breakdown. Ooh. Gotta love a good guitar scrape. Ooh. Love that clean guitar sound. Bringing in the lead here too, it was smart. Back to this riff. I like that riff, how it almost goes into chromaticism a little bit there. Oh, that was it. Okay, that was Woe Is Me, Here's to Me. In parentheses, A Story to Tell Part 2. Okay, let's talk about it. I'm probably going to say some of the same stuff I said with the last Woe Is Me song, and that is, yeah, I still don't think I can get into this band. There's just something about the clean parts that are just kind of boring to me. I don't really like the vocal melodies he chooses, I guess. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, because I like the heavy parts. I love the screams. This song I didn't like as much as the last one, but I still think, Scream vocalist has very solid screams. The guitar tone was really nice. It almost felt like something was missing in the mix, though. I can't pinpoint what it is, though. And then I think it just has to do with they go from this heavy sound to this very bright sounding, almost, the best way I could describe it is Christian rock sounding chorus. And obviously that has nothing to do with subject matter. That just has to do with the sound. It just has that bright, uplifting, like, happy sound. And I would have liked a little bit more minor key stuff with the clean vocals. And I think that's why I'm kind of pulled away from it. Because they don't ever kind of experiment with that minor key singing. It always sounds very major key, I guess. Does that make sense? Very sounds uplifting, and I don't know. That's not always a bad thing with some bands and stuff, but this band, it just feels like if they were to choose different vocal melodies, I might get into it more. There's just something about it. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff about this song. The guitar tone is just gnarly throughout the whole thing. I love that just like low tune sound. I don't know how to describe it. I always say genty, and I know that's probably the wrong term to use, but it's a very distinct sound of hitting the top E string and it makes that certain kind of like aggressive distortion, I guess. I love that sound. I don't know. There's something about it. It just sounds very pleasing. Anyway, the next song I'm going to check out is Ninjin Isu. I haven't listened to these guys in a minute. Last time I checked these guys out, I checked out the song Heartless. It was interesting. What I'm checking out is At the Mountains of Madness. Ooh. I don't know if I have time for that one. I might save that for a different day just because it is a long song. It's 11 minutes long, and I'm probably going to cut the stream short soon. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to react to one more song. And that song is going to be the last song in the chat right now, which is Jacob Zaiteki with Heart. Let me fix this real quick. Sorry, I'm fixing my request list to erase the songs I've reacted to already. Okay. So yeah, that will be for a different day. So we're going to look up Jacob Zaiteki. Jacob, that's an interesting way to spell Jacob. And the song is Heart. Interesting. 3 years ago, no idea who this artist is. So this is going to be interesting. I need to turn off captions. That's bothering me now. Oh, something funny I wanted to mention before I start into this last song. I wanted to mention it was funny to me that I had the captions on in the last song, and when the song vocalist came in with the screaming, it's like the captions gave up and they just said heat, and I'm like, yeah, this is some heat. Like, I just thought it was funny. I'm like, that's all the captions come up with was heat. Like, said it twice. I'm like, yeah, we're listening to some heat. Sorry, I know that's stupid, but I thought it was kind of funny. Anyway, moving on to the last song of the stream, Jacob Zaiteki with Heart. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Very floaty, dreamy, alternative type vocals. Interesting. Oh! What is that chord? That's so interesting. And that tone. Oh, yeah, that lead, that high lead. That's super interesting sounding. Drums sound interesting too. They sound... Okay, he's adding some like hi-hats from the pads too over there. What is that sound? I'm loving this. It's so unique. Oh, that guitar. Wow. Ooh, the falsetto. What a great voice. It's interesting. It sounds like he's doing synth bass and then sometimes playing the actual bass at the same time. But the bass guitar, oh wow, I'm sorry, I need to shut up. Oh, so clean. Wow. That clean pedal is gorgeous. The amount of atmosphere that's surrounding my ears right now is so interesting because it creates a very floaty feeling. There's that interesting chord again. Ooh, interesting. I like how that picked up on the drums. And the guitar riff. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Jacob Zaiteki with the song Heart. Oh, what's up, Alex? That was interesting. That was super cool. So, yeah, a lot of cool things about that. First thing I want to bring up is the bass, because this thought just crossed my mind. So, what sounded like, I couldn't tell if it was guitar or bass at first, but looking at the way, because this band is a three-piece, I think it was bass guitar. I love when certain bands do this, where the bass guitar, they give it so much distortion. It sounds like it's a very low-tuned guitar. And I think that's a really, really cool sound. And I think that's what they did with this, because there was some lighter, less distorted bass coming through some parts, but he was playing synth bass in those parts on that, I don't know what to call it. It's not exactly a keyboard, but it was keys. But anyway, and then, yeah, the guitar definitely had a very floaty feeling sometimes, along with the vocals too. There was a lot of atmosphere going on with that song. And the guitar, I wanted to point out the pedal in that solo part. It definitely gave me very much Swancore vibes, something Swancore-esque that a lot of bands in the Swancore scene would use. And I love that sound. I think that lead guitar just sounded awesome in that part. And just impressive guitar playing, too. It just sounded beautiful. And then, yeah, the very floaty vocals. I think it fit the song very well, because this song was very atmosphere-rich. There wasn't, like, the chorus didn't feel punchy. It didn't feel big. It didn't feel loud. It felt dreamy. And I think it fit perfectly with his voice. Because a lot of the atmosphere going on with the synth and pads too, and the guitar became such a interesting layer, because a lot of times it was very atmospheric instead of very distorted or lead heavy. It was an atmosphere choice. There was also that very interesting chord in the intro, and they brought it back later on too. I don't know how to describe that. That was weird. It was cool, though. I really enjoyed that. And then the drums. I wanted to mention the drums, because the drums sounded interesting. They sounded like a halfway point between a live drum kit and electronic drums. And I don't know how they created that sound. It might just be the way they produced it, but I think it created an interesting sound. Again, it wasn't bad. I think it was actually cool. Again, we're 4 for 4 on ending my streams with just a banger song. Very, very nice. I think that was, I gotta check out more of this artist, honestly. Because seeing the name, I thought, oh, this is a solo artist, but it looks like it's a 3-piece band. I mean, okay, Jacob Zaiteki is just a guitarist. So are these other two just people he performs with? Was it him double or tripled and I just didn't notice? Because that is also a possibility. Because, yeah, looking us up, it looks like he's a solo guitarist. Very interesting. Cool stuff. Hold on a second. I have to look at something in the chat. I'm sorry. Something is up. Okay. Again, Coffee, Wine, Music, Dance. I would love to fit in your song request, but I do not see it anywhere in the chat. You would have to write it in the chat for me. Cause yeah, thanks, Alex. I just if I don't know what song to react to, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to fit it in. I didn't see it written anywhere. Let me look at something real quick. Unless it was like auto-modded for some odd reason. I don't think it was. Huh. Sorry, I'm just searching to see if I'm missing something in this. I don't think I am. YouTube is not very user friendly when it comes to live streaming. I think Twitch is probably the smarter idea, and I might switch to Twitch eventually. Who knows? Maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end stream if because I do not see your request anywhere, and I think I'm gonna call it because it's midnight anyway. But I should be streaming every Friday, so you're free to either go to one of my YouTube videos and drop your request down there. I will add it to the list for sure if you do that. Or just join me in my next stream, which is probably either next Friday or the Friday. Okay, I got you. I'll probably continue YouTube then. But yeah, you're free to request it next stream, which will be next Friday or the Friday after that, depending on how many YouTube videos I have to edit out of this stream. I'm not going to try to stack too many streams on top of each other if I haven't edited it, all the songs I wanted to out of it into YouTube videos. That is, so if I know, I'm out of recorded content, I will live stream and get more recorded content. That's kind of how I'm playing it right now. But anyway, I enjoy all of you guys coming by and react or watching me react to music and requesting stuff. I will always be happy to do this. You better not, Alex. I will kill you. Yeah, every Friday at around 9 o'clock, or every other Friday at around 9 o'clock, I will be live. There might be the rare, I'm busy on a Friday, and it will pop up on a Saturday. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Hypnotic. David, it was nice seeing you guys. Thank you, Alex, and Coffee, Wine, Music, Dance. I appreciate you guys stopping by the stream. If you guys want to see me react to anything else, add it to the list. You can comment on my YouTube videos, and I will add it to the list. And I will. Also, sorry. Before I go, I don't have any album requests lined up for full album reactions. So if you guys have any of that, just comment on a new YouTube video or something, and I'll add it to an album reaction list. Because I don't have any of those lined up right now. The next album I'm looking forward to, I honestly don't know. So, yeah. If you have album requests, I will also do those. Those will not be on live streams anymore because of copyright issues. Those will be on separate videos. So, yeah. Thank you for stopping by. I will be live soon, and I'll have YouTube videos up tomorrow. So, feel free to check them out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.